Keystone Ski Resort is one of Colorado's premier Vail-owned ski resorts, one of the top they own, and personally my favorite ski resort. But I'm here to tell you guys, if you're a beginner snowboarder, to avoid this mountain at all cost. Not because I want to dunk on Keystone or get revenge for the Keystone incident that I had that we all know about.
Stop. You, snowboarder!
Not because I don't want you guys on the mountain cluttering my runs.
Holy crap, that's a lot of people!
But because I want you guys to have the best experience skiing and snowboarding, and if you're a beginner skier or snowboarder, this is just not the mountain for you. Now, over the years, I've literally seen Vail Resorts try to take Keystone and turn it into this family, beginner-friendly mountain. And they do a lot of good, fun things, like the largest snow fort. They got an incredible tubing hill, and the village is like unbelievable. That being said, there is just a very limited amount of beginner terrain at Keystone. So if your winter vacation to Keystone is literally for skiing and snowboarding and not that other stuff, once again, this might not be the best resort for you, and I'm gonna explain why. Now, Keystone has 128 runs, which is a ton, but only 16% of those runs are green runs. Now, 16% might sound like a decent amount, but at the same time, it's not. We gotta look at the map and really see what's going on to know how little green runs you're getting. So if you look at the front side of Keystone, you're gonna see a sea of blue runs. So many blue runs. The whole front side of Keystone is all blue runs, except for one main green run, the one that we all know and love, Schoolmarm. Schoolmarm goes from the top of Durkham all the way down to the bottom of the Peru lift. The run goes 3.5 miles. And I don't know if you've ever been a beginner skier or snowboarder, that's way too long. So their one main green run is extremely long. So if you don't have the legs, the muscles to ski 3.5 miles straight, you're gonna be burning, sitting on the mountain, taking a break. It's gonna be a lot for you. Now, halfway down Schoolmarm, you can drop to another green run called Silver Spoon that will take you a little bit down the way. You also have the option to dip off of Schoolmarm halfway and go up the Montezuma chairlift. But let's be real, if you were just to do the full run, 3.5 miles, that's way too much. And that's all they have for green runs on the front side. Also, if you start your day at the bottom of River Run, going down River Run is one of the gnarliest things you'll ever do as a skier and snowboarder.
Okay.
Are you scared?
Yeah, no, give it a shot. I got this. I got this.
And even though you can take Nina's way to the bottom, like, you're still touching River Run. Even the smallest chunk of it, you're still touching River Run, which is, it's gnarly.
Ah! Oh no, I'm trying! No! No! I'm going so fast!
Now, they do have the Ranger and the Disco learning areas. One's at the top of Durkham, one's at the bottom of the Peru area. And these are great spots for your first ever turns, your first ever time snowboarding. But these are very small, short sections. I'd argue too, the Ranger side is a little steep, a little fast. But if skiing or snowboarding really starts to catch on for you, you're gonna quickly outgrow these small learning areas and you're gonna wanna go do more. But honestly, there's not much more for you to do. Now, they did just put in the Bergman Express, which is gonna access more blue terrain, and it will have one green run going down, but that's just a cat track. Like, we've literally skinned up that track to get to those bowls. That's how the Snowcats used to access that area in all the years past, so it's not like a super exciting run, it's just their access road that they've now turned into a green run. And if you are a beginner that goes to Keystone, what I recommend to you is to go up the Peru Lift Express, start your day on the Peru side of the mountain, and just take half of Schoolmarm and just lap half of Schoolmarm for the day. That's how you'll access the small little cutoff green runs and stuff that Keystone does have to offer. But Keystone is also taking away some of the park, which hurts my heart so much, but they're trying to get more green runs, so they're taking away some of the park, giving you guys more green runs in that area as well. So once again, if you're a beginner and you're gonna be at Keystone, ride the Peru Lift. That's the spot you're gonna wanna be in at Keystone. So what I'm trying to say here is you should grab an Evolution sticker. Even if you're a skier, we do have a ski version of all of our merchandise. It supports the dream. It's how I do this for a living. And if you're gonna be at Keystone, you're gonna wanna be rocking one of these because that's where I mainly ride. And there's so many people rocking the sticker, letting everyone know that they are part of Team Buckhouse. But on a serious note, what I'm really trying to say about why I don't think Keystone is a beginner mountain is, once again, there's no green runs. It's gonna be really challenging for you. And if you would just drive 20 minutes down the road, Breckenridge Ski Resort is a beginner's paradise. Despite Breckenridge only having 13% of their runs being green, that number is so small because Breckenridge is so big. If you do go to Breck, Peak 9 is going to be your happy place. That's where the most amount of greens are going to be. It's where you can just access it from the bottom. The runs are shorter and you're going to be able to go from one green to another one. The difficulty is going to be very similar, but it's a new run. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun experience. It's not going to be the same run over and over and over. Also on Peak 8, they have a good section of the mountain that's all green terrain with lifts that access that green terrain so you can just lap that area. And if you're spending a couple of days out here and you really start dominating those greens, if you head over to Peak 7, their blues on Peak 7s are basically greens. Super mellow, super fun. So Breckenridge is definitely the better resort for beginners that have epic passes if you're trying to make a trip out here to Colorado, or if you're down in Denver and you're trying to learn. The whole purpose of this video is, once again, not to slam on Keystone. It's my favorite ski resort because it's gnarly. It's an intermediate advanced rider's mountain. So once you start getting those greens dominated and those blues, you're starting to rock those, come to Keystone. Come check out how rad this resort really is. But just know, if you're a beginner, you're just learning, this might not be the best one to start at. But with that being said, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shredding with me today. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you guys tomorrow in that video. It's daily on the channel. We do stuff like this daily.